Hello, this is John, Bright Spark Ideas, and I wanted to share with you how I built my 200-gallon water storage system using 4 barrels and a concrete base and the plumbing. So I basically want to just take you through the 3 stages. Very simply, why I used concrete and not wood. Why I used these particular barrels instead of putting them upside down with the plumbing at the bottom, and why I used these brass spigots instead of plastic. I'll go through all of this with you on how to build it, and at the end I want to go through the reasons why I particularly did this system this way round and not like a lot of others that you've seen where the barrels are upside down. Hopefully you'll find this helpful. This is my rain barrel collection system. It doesn't collect water from the gutters. It's too far away from any gutters that I own. It's on the other side of my garden, and what it does is holds a couple of 100 gallons of rainwater for me that I pump over here, and I'll show you my pump and battery setup in another video. But this is the system that I built. You could very easily take the same design and utilize it for collecting rainwater out of a gutter just by changing this part over here. This is where I would connect a hose, but this could easily be changed right here, and you could actually have your rainwater coming in through there. So one thing I found out was that rain barrels are not all created equal. I made some assumptions when I purchased these that was actually wrong, and so I'm going to cover this in case it helps you if you encounter the same sort of problem. So I'll run through some of the issues that I had and how I overcame them. Hope you find this helpful. Building the base was super easy. All I had to do was just level the ground a little bit, not too much, and then down here is this is the top block that I used. That's the cap, and that's basically 6 by 2 by 16. And here's the concrete block that I used, which is 6 by 8 by 16. These concrete blocks were pretty cheap, $2.17 each, and I used 24 of those. And the caps I used 12 of those. They were $1.75 each. So total cost was $73 for the whole of this base. I have no idea what it would have been if I tried to do it in wood, but I know it would be a heck of a lot more. Cost of lumber these days is extremely high. Time you add the bolts and all the other screws and things that you're going to use, I'm sure it'd be a heck of a lot more than that. So you've built the base, and now you want to put the spigots into the barrels. And I'm going to show you a really neat trick of how to pop these in. Very easy. It's a simple way of getting them in. I've seen so many complicated ways of trying to get these spigots into barrels on YouTube, but this is by far a very easy way. So let's take a look at the spigots themselves and then how I added them. Now, brass rain barrel spigot. I've already put 2 on, and I just want to show you what this looks like and how easy it is to put into the barrel. It's got a reverse thread nut, and let me show you what that means. So, comes with PTFE tape. So this is the actual spigot, and this piece here is the part that's going to go on inside the barrel. So here's your spigot, but this piece here is going to go inside the barrel. So it's pretty easy to drop down inside. So it's got a nice thread action here, and I'm going to take this blue ring off. This is the piece that we're going to drop down inside the barrel. It's going to pop out through the hole that we're going to drill, and we put the blue ring on, reverse thread through this here like so, and then this is going to screw into here, normal clockwise thread. Okay, so it also comes with instructions. Now that's pretty novel these days, buying things on Amazon which actually has instructions. So you got a one-page sheet here, tells you to use a 1 1/4 inch hole saw. It also tells you, I think, to position it. I think we're talking about 3, somewhere on here. What does it say? 3-inch something or other up the barrel. 3.5 inches above the bottom is what they're recommending. It also tells you how to drop it in the barrel and fish it out. But I'm going to show you the way that I've used, and it makes it pretty easy to get this in place very, very quickly. So let me drill the hole, and I'll show you how I did this. Okay, so I've marked my 3.5 inches up the barrel and put a nice little mark there, and now all I have to do is nice and slow with these. Now you can see how thick this, wow, that's hot. You can see how thick this barrel is. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright, so next we're just going to clean up around here, make sure it's nice and smooth inside and outside, and we'll tip it up and get out any little bits and pieces, and then we'll be ready to put in the new spigot. Okay, now we're going to put this inside the barrel, and to do this, simple method, long piece of string and a nut. You can use anything on the bottom here, but it's whatever is easy to fit through this hole, and will fit through the hole in the spigot. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to tilt the barrel forward so I can look down inside, and I'm just going to drop this down until it drops out. Now it couldn't be easier than that, could it? Alright, now from the other end, this end here, I'm going to put my spigot through here, or the back part of the spigot. Okay, that's going to go down inside. I'm going to keep some tension on both of these strings. Put my finger in here and just pull it into the hole. Let's see here. There we go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Alright, just make sure there's no bits here. It's going to be in the way. Alright. Now we can pull our string out. And keep your finger here. Put your blue washer over the top, like so. And remember, this is a left-hand thread, so you're just going to slowly put this on. I'm going to keep your finger inside here to stop it turning. There we go. And at this stage, what you need to do is just snug it up. Because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to put this in, and I've already put the PTFE tape on there, and you're just going to put this on. Now, of course, I started this without getting my grips. So I'll go get my grips and then we'll tighten this up and we will be finished. Okay. So I got my 2 wrenches. This is going to be the one I'm going to use on the back. And this is the one I'm going to use on the front. So let's just alright. Okay, so now I have that in the right position. It's pretty tight. I'm just going to tighten the back one up like so. I don't know if you can see that. My arm's in the way in the camera. There you go. Alright. So, don't overdo it. It's thick wool, but it's, you know, don't overdo it. So, these 2 barrels here I've had full of water. So, let's have a look here. This one and this one, and no leaks at all. So I'm pretty happy that this is going to work really well. It was the second one around the corner here. There, where is it? There it is there. Alright, so this is now my 3rd barrel, and as I said, those 2 barrels on the right are full of water with no leaks. So I think that spigot works pretty well. Okay, so this is how I solved my problem with the wrong thread. I cut a thread in here using this, which I purchased from Home Depot, so that now I can put this into here. It's certainly not the perfect solution, but it's better than not being able to use this piece at all. Okay. Alright, that's going to work. It's certainly not the best solution, as I said, but without this I couldn't have cut that thread, and I just wished I'd known before I bought these barrels that it didn't have the right thread on one of these sides. Anyway, let's see if I can move on from here. Okay, just going to cut off some 3-inch sections here. This is going to be the connection between the fitting that I just put into the barrels, and it's going to be where I'm going to add the T fittings. Okay. Okay, so this is the 2-inch pipe. This is another 2-inch fitting, and we're just going to pop this down. All right, nearly there. Alright, that should do it. Just a little bit more cleanup on here, I think. Okay, let's try one of these out. Okay, let's add this to the barrel. Alright, hopefully it'll still give me a bit of room to line that up. So here's the 2-inch inlet pipe. I've actually got a 1-inch entry point here where I'm going to add a ball valve, and then this is basically running all the way down through each tank. And we come to the end here, and this is just going to be a clean out here, so that way I can get any debris that may come in there that I wasn't originally planning for. So let's put the vent pipe together. This is just using 1/2-inch fittings, and I'm going to just put that all together and we'll pop it on. Okay, I want to show you how I added the vent pipe to the second hole in the drum here. So here is the bung that has the very coarse thread on it. But you can see here there's like a circle dimple here. And what I did was I just simply used a hole saw, and it's about 3/4 of an inch. It says it's 25-30 seconds, but basically it's pretty much a 3/4. And then I just used the 1/2-inch adapter, threaded one end and pushed the other, and basically added that to here. Pretty simple. You just got to drill that hole out and screw that in. That should make it pretty easy to do that. Okay, so we're almost done here. All I have to do is get to Home Depot and pick up a ball valve for the input here. This is where I'm going to pump the water into this. I've got my overflow in the back here. There we go here. It's really a vent rather than an overflow because I'm going to be able to control what comes in here. So it's pretty much a finished project. The only thing is, here we are, February 10th in Northern California. It's about 71 degrees. I'm in shorts and no sign of rain. So if it ever rains again here in California, I'm going to fill these up and they're going to be ready for the spring. So to finish up the video, I just wanted to talk a little bit about why I chose to build it this particular way. If you've been looking on YouTube, you will see a ton of really good videos out there showing these barrels upside down. And the reason I didn't choose to do that is, first of all, I wanted a modular system. I wanted to be able to take this apart. If you look at these fittings here, none of these have been glued. They're all push fits, and I can very easily dismantle this system, including the base, and move it around the garden if I need to. That's also one of the reasons why I didn't put a manifold on the bottom here. Two reasons why. One is that I find that there's a weight in the manifold, and I didn't want to put pressure on the connection between the spigot and the barrels. But also this way it enables me to keep these totally separate. So let's go back to why I don't want them upside down for a second reason. The second reason is this area here is real potential for leaks if this is under pressure. If this barrel is upside down, and it's got 50 gallons of water pressing down on it, the likelihood that it could leak is quite high. This would have to be glued, and one of the things about PVC is this is Schedule 40, but even Schedule 40 has a tendency to crack, and especially with the UV sunlight. I've had PVC buried in the ground for 5 years and found that it's all cracked even without direct sunlight. So I was really concerned about the weight of the barrels filling up with water and then unfilling, that they could cause leaks, and then your leak is underneath the barrels, and now you've got to get to it and fix it. So that was one of the other reasons why I wanted to have the barrels sitting this way up. Once again, it's going to be really easy for anybody who wants to add a rainwater from their gutters into this system here. It's going to be so easy to use one of those connectors that comes off of the downpipe and fitted straight into this system here. And in fact, some point down the road, I might even adapt it to do that. But I hope you found this video useful. If you have, please like. I'd also ask you to subscribe. It makes me feel that I'm doing something useful, and it also enables you to get to see some of my other videos fairly easily. So thanks for watching.